What up, peeps? It's your boy, Church Boy, back again with another video just for you. How y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well out there, man. Yo, I'm back to Primus. And someone recommended that I listen to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And when they sent it to me, I was like, you know what? As a Christian, man, we don't really rock with the devil like that, you know? So I was kind of thrown off a little bit, but I'm going to have a listen to it. I'm going to check it out. So without further ado, here's Primus performing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Let's do this.
Down in Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in fine because he was way behind, so he was willing to make a deal. When he come across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumps up on his stump and says,
"Boy, let me tell you what. Yes, you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take it there, I'll make a bet with you. You play a pretty good fiddle, son, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against you, so I think I'm better than you."
Boy said,
"My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet, and you're gonna regret I'm the best it's ever been."
"Johnny, rotten up your bow and play your fiddle hard. Cause hell's broke loose in Georgia, and the devil deals the card. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold. But if you lose, the devil gets your soul."
Okay. This is taking me somewhere. This is taking me somewhere. This is making me think of a situation, and I love this. I say it all the time, but this is one of the things I love about music. This is one of the things I love about music, and I like, it's like a down home kind of country feel to it. It has a country feel to it, and I like that. I like the riff that they did. It's they're in D. They're and then they go back to C. But what they just did there was just like within the square of playing. They did something like and then they did a ooh, oh. Yeah, that's fire. I'm not sure if they did that in particular, but yeah, that is yeah, that is fire. Woo! I like that. But yeah, this right here is making me think of a certain situation. I remember. I want to talk about it. It was when a guy came to my church, and it's a well-known bass player in my city, and he sat there and he heard me play. He heard me play the whole service, and he approached me. He approached me after church, and he wanted to talk to me about something. But I want to let the song continue on because I don't want to lip yap too much. Let's let Primus continue on.
Devil opened up his case and said,
"I'll start this show."
Fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up the bow. He dragged the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. Johnny said,
"We are pretty good, old son, But sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done.
Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. That chicken in the red pan picking out dough. Granny doesn't talk about no child, no.
Yeah, that fiddler, hey, he's fiddling. He's fiddling, man. I like that. Yeah. Pretty dope story so far. It's making me think of, oh man. That didn't happen per se, but yeah, man. I was approached by an individual. Who didn't want me to play for the devil. And I want to talk about it, but I'm intrigued by this story here. I'm feeling it. This kind of goes against everything like that the Fisherman song, it was kind of like this too. So no, I can't say it goes against like what I've heard thus far from Primus. But yeah, the music is definitely a bit different. They're definitely embracing like some country stuff. There's not a lot of good like bass guitar picking in here thus far, but it's the beauty of music that's what counts. It's the beauty of music that's what counts. But let's let him continue on.
Devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said,
Devil, come on back if you ever want to try again. I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best it's ever been.
He played fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in the red pan picking out dough. Granny doesn't talk about no child, no.
Oh, that was it? Oh, it's going off. Resting on the 5. Yeah, that's dope. I like that. Hey, yo, that's dope. Yo, when he challenged the devil again, I was like, oh no, the devil's about to hit him with another challenge, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, he defeated the devil, which is dope. I like that. I love the key of D. Of course, E, C sharp, they're my favorite, but D is right after C sharp. So yeah, I'll take the key of D. I like D. But yeah, man, dope story, man. I love that. And that fiddler, who was that fiddling? He or she, they're nasty. They're nasty with them strings. I gotta say, really, from the beginning, this situation is reminding me of when there's a guy who came to my church. He's in my city. He's a highly known bass player, kind of like locally famous. Came to my church and he heard me play the whole service. He was watching me, and I know who he is, and him and I, we kept locking eyes, like when people play like during the song, because we were like vibing. And after the service, he approached me, and he was very heartfelt, very contrite as he approached me and told me what he had to say. He said, "Hey P," because they call me P. He's like, "Hey P, you're good on that bass." He said, "What I don't want you to do is use your bass, use your gift for the devil." And I knew what he was talking about. He was like, he basically explained to me that he did not want me to play anything other than gospel. He was like, I need you to use your talents for good. And I we had a short conversation. I listened to what he had to say. I heard him out, you know. Dang, I don't know how to say this. I heard him out, and I didn't combat him at all, you know. But just a few short days later, I knew his nephew called me, and I got a couple calls before, but because his nephew called me, you know, I took a gig. I took a gig playing R&B. It was like a lovers event. It was like a lovers event for Valentine's Day. So it was for couples. And he reached out to me to play like all love songs. Like, these are going to be all love songs. Here's your 10 song list. Work on these songs. And I accepted. I was like, you know what? I'll take it. You know, it's not an event or songs, you know, like rapping about killing and murder and things like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this gig. But I was thinking about old uncle. I was thinking about the guy who visited my church the whole time, you know, but I took the gig. I took it. And it wasn't just about the money. It was about the opportunity for me too. It's good to kind of venture out and learn some new music. So I took the opportunity. I learned the music. I played the gig. It was a Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, who shows up? Who shows up to my church? Uncle. He shows up and I'm playing. And after church is over, you know, he approaches me again. And he was just like, P, I heard you played that gig last night. I heard you did really well. I was like, yeah, I tried. He was like, man, I'm disappointed in you. You know, I'm disappointed in you. I want you to use your talents for the glory of God. You know, and I was just like, I do. But I explained to him, I do use my talents for the glory of God. I do use it for the glorification, you know, of our God. But this event wasn't a rap event. It wasn't an evil event. I just don't think, and I explained to him, I just don't think love songs are evil. I just don't think. You know, he has a very traditional mindset, and I understand where he's coming from. My dad had that same mindset. I want to tell you guys, I want to reiterate that I wasn't allowed to listen to anything other than gospel in my household growing up. So I understand his mindset, but what he doesn't understand is love and singing about the one you love is not evil. You know, it's not evil. And I wanted him to understand that, hey, man, just because I took this gig doesn't make me evil. You know, this doesn't mean I gave my soul to the devil. You know, it's just I took a gig, you know, and it was a lovers event. You know, all the songs were about love and couples and, you know, and creating families and things like that. It wasn't anything evil, but nah, he was fixed on, nah, man. Nah, you're using your gifts for evil and I don't like it. Well, whatever. You know, I'm not going to feel convicted because because of how you feel. You know, I don't know, man. 30 years ago, I wouldn't do it. You know, I wouldn't take the gig. You know, I wouldn't do it. I had a different mindset back then. But now, you know, hey, man, I'm all about learning new music. I'm all about, if it's a killing gig, you know, like it's a rap gig and they're rapping about killing and stealing and murder and all that, okay, I'm not even going, let alone playing, you know. But if it's a lovers event, you know, nah, man, these are married couples. These are couples who are starting families and so forth in here. You know, it's a grown event. It's not a young event. These are people who wanted a safe place to have fun and go out and, like, no, man, I'm just providing a good time for these people. Now, so I wasn't going to allow him to make me feel bad for playing for the devil. Forget that. And this song made me think of that. This song made me think of that, man. This video too, it made me think of that, man. It's just like, yeah, I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I know I've been convicted for years, and I know I'm starting to venture out a little bit when it comes to music, man, but my mind is still kind of conditioned to only listen to gospel. But, even back then, like as I told you a couple videos, that really my outlet, well, even when I was young, I would kind of sneak off and listen to rap. Like, oh man, this rap music is dope, and it's so I'm still kind of convicted when it comes to listen to secular music, man. But if it's I don't know, man. As you guys can tell, I'm still kind of convicted. I am, man. I'm all about I'm all about learning new music. And if I can provide a service for someone, you know, like honest service, you know, maybe it's not singing about God in those events or that R&B event or whatever, but there were people in there who were just looking for a good time, you know? And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with helping someone have a good time? You know? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel the song. Of course, this song got me all in my feelings because I'm thinking about a particular event that went down. And what do you guys think? I want to know, man. But yeah, I like the song. Of course, Primus doesn't disappoint. There wasn't a lot of good, there wasn't like, Les Claypool didn't go ham, you know, like he usually does. He provided a good song atmosphere, and every good artist, you know, should have that in their repertoire. They should have the ability to provide a good song atmosphere, and that's what Les Claypool did here. He didn't have to go crazy. He didn't have to go bananas on the bass. He just provided a good atmosphere, and that's all he had to do. He told a great story. The video was awesome. What more could you ask for? But let me know what you think. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But above anything else, love each other. Take care of each other. Peace. God bless.